It's showtime.
What's up guys, TK here, and we are back today with another Beast Mode workout, episode 2, and as you might have seen in the title, we are doing a massive arm day, and this really is massive because everything in this program is real high volume, so we're just going to be following along this workout and what exercises I'm going to do, and hopefully you can take away some tips for yourself at the gym. Alright, so we're starting this program off with close grip bench, and it's really supposed to be done on the free weight barbell, but all the benches at the time were taken up, so we had to improvise a little bit and use the Smith machine. We're doing 4 sets of these, and the Smith machine is actually not bad because you can really, on the way down and up, you can focus more on your tricep and that tension on it. Whereas in the free weight barbell, you focus more on, you gotta lift it and then you gotta stabilize it on the way down and back up. And with all of that, sometimes you forget to actually focus on the tricep, which is the main goal of the lift. So there's one thing I want to point out about this lift, and that is I start with my grip about shoulder width, and then as I go down, everybody has their own personal preference and comfort, and mine is I try to keep my elbows as close as I can to my rib cage because that's where I get the most tension. But as Miguel, you can see that he keeps his elbows a little bit wider, and that's just everybody's personal preference. Now we have the overhead tricep extension with the rope. And for this exercise, what you want to focus on is on the way down, you want to feel that full extension and lengthen of the tricep. And then as soon as you feel that, just press back up. And at the top, you can see how I curl the rope down to really squeeze that tricep and flex it. Because otherwise, you're still going to hit the tricep, but you're not going to fully engage and hit it exactly how you want to. Now for this next exercise, we're going to be using what's called a grip force, and it's similar to fat grips, whereas they make the handle a little bit more fat, but their main goal is they stay open. And this is going to help build your forearms because when you're doing any exercise with them, you're going to be constantly squeezing, trying to squeeze it closed. So you're using your forearm through the whole exercise. But unfortunately, they stopped making the grip force because fat grips and grip force were in competition and fat grips absolutely beat them out. So we're lucky enough to have gotten one before they stopped making it. So now let's get back to the program. Right now I'm doing reverse grip tricep press downs with the curvy bar, and I'm still applying that technique of feeling the stretch at the top and then pressing down to squeeze the tricep at the bottom. And I would have liked to use the grip forces, but since it's reverse, it would have been really hard to squeeze it and try and reverse press at the same time. So now let's jump straight into biceps. Normally what I like to do is do overload sets for the first bicep exercise, and that is to put as much weight as I can on the bar and curl it up, and what that'll do is improve the strength of my biceps. And then after, the rest of the exercises will just be lighter weight and more reps and more focusing on contractions. And actually, as you can see, I decided not to do overload because I'm using the grip forces. And believe it or not, no weight on the bar was hard enough, because if you use the proper technique at the beginning, you won't be able to do a lot of weight. So you want to start off with your elbows fairly close to your rib cage, and as you do the curl, you want to bring your elbows slightly forward and then curl up. And what that's going to do is take out every other muscle that wants to help lift that weight up, because keep in mind, your body always wants to be efficient, so it's going to use as many muscles as it can to lift that weight up. But we don't want that, because we want to focus solely on the biceps. So if you do that correct technique, you'll hit solely the bicep. And in this finisher that I'm doing right here, all I'm doing is about 5 seconds. I slowed it down, but it's about 5 seconds of a hold, and that's just to finish off the squeeze and contraction of the bicep. Now for this next bicep exercise, we have the simple seated single arm hammer curl. And what I feel that brings the most contraction out of the bicep is to, when you come up to the top, you want to bring your thumb as close as you can to the front of your shoulder. And that'll give you that full outer head bicep contraction that you're looking for in the hammer curl. We are almost done with biceps, and for this next exercise, we got the reverse grip easy bar curls for the girls. And you want to try and use that same technique that we used in the first bicep exercise, and try and bring your elbows up slightly forward to really focus on the bicep. And I'm still working on my technique, because not everything I do is perfect, but I'm still trying to improve and perfect everything I do. Alright guys, so we are on the last bicep exercise for the program, and this one is called the preacher curl. And I prefer to do a single arm with dumbbells, just because I can focus more on each bicep while I do them. And this will help contractions, because you should be squeezing and flexing the bicep all the way down and back up to really get the full benefit of this exercise. Also, you want to make sure you're going slow and controlled instead of using your whole body to bring up the weight. Now finally, for the last exercise, we're going to be doing just a simple forearm exercise. And just for cables, we're only doing one because we were working with the grip forces the whole time. Not the whole time, but for a lot of the exercises, and that's going to tire out the forearms. So on this exercise, I want to point out here that I'm moving the bar into my fingertips before I curl up, just to make it a little bit harder and to get the full range of motion of the forearm. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Maybe if you liked it or if you want to see something different. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.